This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, we are laughing this week, y'all. We laughing this week. Yesterday we had Chicago comedian B. Cole. Now we're going all the way to Arkansas for Miss Arkansas. All right, she's going to come on here and she's going to share her journey, and we're going to celebrate her today for everything that she's done. She hasn't been on here in about a year, and, lot happens in a year. All right, and we're gonna share that with you as well as celebrate the achievements of this beautiful young lady. All right, Mo B, what's going on, bro?
What's that, man? As you can see, I'm Mo B working.
Mo B working. Yeah, man, you got to get out there and do your thing, right?
That's right.
That's what's up, man. It's a lot.
Ain't nobody gonna do it like me.
No, you already know, man. So much stuff going on, man. And I wanted to do laughter this week because there's just so much going on in this world, man. And we just got to start
laughing again.
And we got people like B. Cole and Miss Arkansas to take us out of this mess, man. Make us laugh. Make us, something different.
Gina. Don't forget me.
What about you?
I'm gonna make y'all laugh too.
Give me a joke right now.
You're funny.
Huh?
You're funny.
Give me a joke right now.
You're funny. There it goes.
Give me a joke now.
You know what? Gina, leave it to the professionals. Everybody, this lady has gone from one point in her life to another point in her life, and it's a good place, all right? And now she's making people laugh all over the country, all right? She's done so much since the last time we talked to her. Everybody, y'all say what's up to our friend, our family.
My sister. Hey, sis.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, sis.
Man, Miss Arkansas, how you doing? I tell them another day above that ground is a good day.
That's right.
Above the dirt.
That's right.
It has been a minute, man. We are so happy to see you. Glad you made some time for us to celebrate you,
Man, it's good to be seen. You hear me?
Already. She got that accent. You heard me?
You heard me? She never gonna lose that accent.
I love it.
That sounds like wait. That sounds like West Memphis, Arkansas accent.
Right around the corner.
Right. So what's been up, Miss Arkansas?
Man, well, I thought I had me a man.
Oh, she said
let him go after 5 months. I had to let him go.
I know she had put that on you.
Oh, Miss Arkansas, you kicked him to the curb.
When you get 50 and 50 plus, it's like your patient get real short.
You go back to when you was a kid,
Come on, I know something.
When the kid, I can't have none of that patience. I can't have it now, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now.
But you know what? If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. If it ain't,
that's
it ain't.
right.
Right?
That's his loss, Miss Arkansas.
Look, and I had met him at the Family Dollar store right around Christmas time.
Oh, see.
So he was in there.
I'm just playing.
He's in there buying stuff for kids. No, I'm just kidding.
That too.
at work in there was trying to holler at me today, and I told him, man, I don't want nail another man.
He said I returned the last one. I'm not purchasing another.
Oh, shit.
Had that 90-day
He asked me,
guarantee.
hey, you used to date somebody that worked here? I said, no, he was a customer.
That's funny.
That's what's up, though. So, you know, a lot of people don't know a lot about you or can remember the stuff that we talked about when you were on the show before, but you had some really tough times at the beginning of your career. Can you care to share that with us?
Well, it actually wasn't no career. When I was growing up, you know, like the good book talk about the narrow road and the wide road. I had got on that wide road and things started happening. You know, I ain't gonna even blame it all on the devil because my mother taught us right from wrong. But I got caught up in a lot of things. Like right now I can say it's been over 30 some years since I had cocaine. It's been like 20 years, no marijuana. July the 1st was actually 6 years and 2 months, no alcohol. And when my kids was growing up, when they were little, I used to shoplift to make sure they had. But it's been over 20 years since I put my hand on anything that don't belongs to me. And, you know, over 30 years ago, I ended up getting in some trouble. Like I told the news reporter people, the parole people, and everybody I've spoke with, today, as we speak right now on here, I tell them that I don't know if the bullet that took that young lady's life was my bullet because there was some more shooting going on. So now I'm just playing the waiting game, waiting on the Arkansas governor to give me this pardon. But for some odd reason, she don't give it to me. I already know God have already pardoned me. So when I got out of prison, instead of being one of the worst criminals there is, you know, I could have been, because every time I tried to get a job, I got so many no's. I thought that's all I was going to get the rest of my life was no's. And then I did like competitions and different stuff like that, talent shows, and they always said, you can be a comedian. So shout out to my good friend Antoinette in St. Louis. She was like, go by the name Miss Arkansas. And I felt what better state to represent than the state I'm from. So I started doing comedy, and who really inspired me doing comedy was my dad. May he continue to rest in peace. But every Friday he used to get off of work, he'll stop at the liquor store and buy him a half a pint of Heaven and Hill alcohol, a little bottle, and cash check, and he'll drink that and give mama the rest of the check, and she'll take care of home and take care of us. And she'll go do her thing with her friends, and he'll be there with the kids and grandkids, and he'd be out in the yard. And I thought, now that I think back on it, it seemed like our yard was a comedy club, because every Friday neighborhood would come in our yard just to hear my daddy tell jokes and talk stuff. So I felt like he could have been with Richard Pryor and Red Fox and all those people, but he had to work a real job because him and
That's what's up. Hey, BG Howard says, what did he say here? Super congratulations. I hate that it's drags like that. We're going to celebrate your accomplishments, regardless of what anybody said.
you. Amen.
That's right. That's right.
And Tanisha said, Mo, you laughed from the gut about that alcohol.
He must know about that.
Experience as a teacher.
I'm going to tell you, Miss Arkansas, to be able to go through everything that you went through and come out laughing, you know what I'm saying? Making people laugh. That's remarkable. I got to take some kind of spirit there, man.
Well, what's keeping me? My mother, like I say, she raised us the right way, and she took us to church pretty much every Sunday. And I was just going just to be going because that's what she had us to do. But then as I started getting older, I got to know God for myself. Yeah. And knowing him, you know, like if I didn't know him, I probably would be back in the world, probably robbing, stealing, and doing all kinds of things. But knowing him, I can't do that. You know, and I trust him in everything that I do. And I've learned to trust him when I can't trust myself. So, you know, even in hard times, it's like, you ain't gonna find me on Facebook on no picture not smiling unless something really major done happened.
Well, Miss Arkansas, can you boost me a pair of Jordans?
She said she ain't taking nothing no matter what. She said she done with all of that, man. Miss Arkansas, if you want me to cut her off, I will.
I know she gonna have to get them herself.
I can cut her off at any time you want me to.
Have to go and tell
That's funny.
You know I love you, Miss Arkansas.
I love you too. But nah, and it feels so much better, you know.
I know, to have a positive life. And look what you're doing now. You're making people laugh. People respect you. We love you. It's been a 90-degree, actually a 360.
You right. And then, like, a lot of time I get to thinking about how a lot of them getting booked or whatever, and then it seems like I'm not. But then I have to start just thanking God for all the bookings he have given me and those he given me. And I used to say it years ago, I'd rather have one big booking than a whole lot of little bookings. So if I get one here and one there, and what they pay me for that one and that one is enough to cover everything I need anyway.
There you go. See, that's what's up. And you're doing your thing, okay? Because I mean, you're not just Miss Arkansas no more. You Miss United States, right? You know, Mo, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, sister, I think about this all the time. You know, we was raised in the church too. So, you know, those things, although we was running around there playing and stuff, so those things that froze you up on Sunday when you was in Sunday school, sitting there, thought you wasn't paying attention, they came right on back when they needed to come back, and that's what keeps you going. And you know, a lot of folks don't realize that, you know, taking their kids to church, you might not think they're paying attention. We paid attention, and even if you did participate on Sunday morning, you know, during Sunday school, you was paying attention, and you know the difference between right and wrong. You know the difference between right and wrong. But that helps you out.
That's show the truth. Why?
And you know, Miss Arkansas, we were talking before the show started. All right. I mean, this has not been an easy path, though. I mean, even though you were getting bookings, and you just said it yourself, you rather have a couple of big bookings than these little bookings, but you were getting these little bookings, and you know, being a lady in this business, all right, you don't get the respect basically that most of these men do, all right. And how do you go? You know,
they don't disrespect me. You know, all of them now. A lot of they get disrespected. Say the guys in the gang, the men in the gang, they respect me. A lot of them say auntie, a lot of them say sister, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of time they'll throw me on there when they want to throw another comedian on.
Well, see, when I said respect, I don't mean, you know, it's disrespecting. You know, I'm talking about giving you
props, you know, like men, like you know, the male comedians.
And like at the shows, now me personally, I don't do all that cussing, but I see some women that do, and then they'll hold it against them, and the brothers can get up there and say the same stuff, and like it's so hilarious.
Has that held you back? Because from us knowing who you are, okay, you don't take no shit. All right, let's keep it. All right? So from the way that you are, does that hold you back, or not hold you back? Hold people back from booking you like you should be booked?
I think the only thing hold me back for real is that a lot of them won't share the information for us, the booking information. And then a lot of them, once I'm on the show with them, it feels like I'm a threat to them.
Right.
And it's not that I'm on there trying to outshine nobody, but at the same time, I'm not going to water down my gift that I've been given.
That's right.
That makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. All right. Because again,
a lot of time, you know, back to the good book, he talked about how people want to give you them crumbs. And a lot of time I'll just say I'm already booked in order, you know, to keep from just taking anything. You know,
right.
They offering you can't put gas, less long put gas in your car.
And see, that says a lot about your work ethic.
I was going to say the same thing.
At the point that you were, I'm not going to say you weren't as big as you are now, but you weren't getting the props that you're getting now. At that point, you still said, "Hey, man, look, I know my worth. Okay, so I'm not going to take that. I'm not gonna take that because I didn't do that. It's something better God got in plan for me, you know.
That's
But
right.
that's the key to that success, though, knowing your worth. That's what we talk about on the show all the time. Once you know
Mhm.
your worth, man, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable.
And Miss
Right.
Arkansas, we know your worth. We know your worth.
I told him if God don't do nothing else for me, I can get myself a chicken.
Chicken.
We have
And
Yes.
been.
we have done more than enough for allowing me to be able to see all 4 of my children get grown, 12 beautiful grandchildren. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they say I'm crazy, but I'm in my right mind. All my limbs are working. Hey, I'm all right if I don't do nothing but sit at home and watch the news and Family Feud.
All right.
Hey man, one of our favorites, BG Howard. What's up, BG? Says that's not so much about your ability as it is their lack of ability.
Whoa.
That's
Right.
right.
They're scared of you, girl. They scared of you. You coming.
Coming.
So who's when you do your comedy or as you developed your style, was there anybody that you looked up to, a female comedian?
Myself.
All right.
Just keep it 100. Yeah. Right. You didn't bother to anybody.
Mom Mabel, I checked out a little of her stuff, but I was more geared towards like Red Fox and Richard Pryor and stuff like that, even though I do a lot of dirty comedy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you don't do a lot of cussing in your show. You don't do a lot of it.
Out that ain't where the joke is.
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, it's a lot of comedians out there like Michael Jr. that do the same thing. You know, he don't do a lot of cussing. And you know, you get everything you say. And actually sometimes it's more funnier, you know.
Right.
Clean comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of time it ain't even the comedians that's hating or whatever. Sometimes it could be the club owners. Like a couple of them, I won't say their name, but I get ticked off. But one in Memphis and one here in Arkansas had the same audacity to say to me that we don't want to book you back to back because you telling the same jokes. At the end of the day, every comedian I know from Mike Epps down to the locals, it's just like a CD. You push play, replay, and all that. Ain't nothing gonna change in that CD. Me personally, I throw 1 or 2 that they haven't heard in there for those that follow me. And I try to explain to the bookers and comedy club owners and stuff, it ain't about you no way. It's about those people in them seats. And if
Right.
they ain't thinking about what you saying, because at the end of the day, they laughing at everything I say. And when the show over, I don't care if I'm the headliner or somebody else the headliner. They come to me saying, Miss Arkansas, you's the funniest. Miss Arkansas, can I get a picture with you? You know, so sometimes it be the one booking that's hating. It don't just be the
That's crazy. And you know, sometimes you don't know. They might be trying to put some shade in your game. So you thinking about that mess while you on stage and try to pull you down because they got somebody they trying to bring up. But the only way they could do that is to pull you down.
You're right. I did a show the other night, and the host, I told him, I said, hey, I need to go last. I knew why I said that because I knew the 2 younger comedians that was on the show, and I knew what they do and couldn't do. So the one that run it, just because I ain't been over there supporting, he tell the host, now put her first. Oh, baby, I went up there and did them 5 minutes, and when I tell you, it was and then the ones went after me, couldn't even think straight. The little white boy said, my comedy for white folks. Because he didn't get no laugh. But it's white people that's funny too. That's all he love in front of all them black people, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, that was the guy fault that had the show. You didn't want to listen to me. You think I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this thing over 30 years. You know, I know funny when you hear it.
Not to mention you already you already telling us you prepped yourself. You know who's out there and what they're capable of doing and what they're capable of not doing. So you already knew you had to cock that gun a little extra harder to shut them down. And it wasn't a competition. It's just what you do.
He brought me up like I was just somebody came in off the street or somebody just started yesterday. And before he gave me the mic when I was walking up, I said, I don't appreciate you bringing me up like I ain't no and then I
Wow.
did what I
Dirty
can.
dog.
Wow.
Hey, that's one thing that I've always liked about you is that you're outspoken. I mean, if it ain't right, it ain't right. You're gonna tell them.
You're supposed to.
I've
You're
been like that
supposed
since
to.
I was like 13, probably 12, because I was hot in the pan, so I had to speak up.
She said she was hot in the pan.
Miss
Girl,
Arkansas,
yeah, I
I
don't know
ain't, I ain't,
how the police call them old men. They called it on R. Kelly. She ain't calling on them for me.
you hide the pants. I ain't ask you all that, man.
But it's gonna be in the book. You
It's gonna
heard
be in
me?
the book. There you go. Lee says you're absolutely correct about not giving the props when props are due. Yeah, I mean, people, a lot of people now they're just for themselves. They want to prop themselves up as opposed to helping other people. Okay, and that's why I wanted to celebrate you because we actually have seen. We may have a lot of other people on here, but we've actually seen your growth. We know what you've done. You know what I mean? And
not to mention the posts that I see every week.
but it's truth. We could talk to the other people and say, hey, that's great. We read their bios and this and that. I don't need a bio for her because we've seen
right
growth. We know what you've done. We know what you've been through, and we know where you're at now. Okay, which is I mean, it's amazing. Okay, everybody, we're talking with Miss Arkansas, the comedian. All right,
the comedian.
She's doing so much, man. And like I said, to hear her story,
actress. Hey, I was just in a stage play also, and
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing that again. So please.
And you got flack for that.
Yes, and the pastor told
flack
me.
for that.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
I had to call my sister.
That's crazy. Why do you think people are coming at you like that?
I think I'm like Mary. I think it's the Jesus in me.
Amen.
It's the God in
And
you.
I say that because, growing up in this thing and being in California, I won't even say Vegas. Vegas was mainly about gambling. But being in California, those people out there, they want you to do some devilish things. And like I have to keep saying how I thank God for my mother, because if she hadn't raised me right, I probably would already been rich, famous, broke, and dead. But today I could truly say I ain't sold my soul, my gold, or my hoe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't ask you all of that. God.
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Hey, G, she just saying. It's just a matter of fact.
Wow.
That's how I go.
Hey, we got an ear hole.
Okay.
She don't have a filter now. She don't have a filter.
Which is cool. See, Miss Arkansas, these people have calmed me down. Okay, I did 1 day of Comic View. All right, 1 day. All right, and they didn't want me back. All right,
I told them don't keep your day job.
They said I don't care what your day job was. Okay, I don't care what your day job was.
Oh, shout out to thank God for using her to take me to that Apollo, because I have been trying to get in there over 30 years on amateur night. So much love to her for that. I didn't enjoy the way it ended. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you allow people to come in your circle and they'll do anything they can to separate and take over. And that's what happened. Because I didn't understand how when we was in Chicago, she said, you really inspired me to not want me. You know what I'm saying? But when we was at the Apollo, she had told me that I was going to host. And everybody that know me know I change wig, clothes, and everything when I host. But when we get to New York, the thing changed. She said the young lady was going to host. So I said, okay, that's cool. I said, the dress I got on can't be touched. So I ain't got to change clothes. That's my thinking. So baby girl came and did whatever she came to do. Then she had to bring me out. So instead of me going straight out there trying to, fight and get these people attention or whatever, I went out there and I said, hold up, Apollo, before I do my comedy, I got to give God some praises. I said, I've been trying to get in this place over 30 years on amateur night, but the God I serve said ain't no amateur, so I'm here, Apollo. And everything I said was just bananas. So when I got done, baby girl, instead of her saying, get up for Miss Arkansas one more time, y'all, she tried to tell a joke and ride off my wave, and it didn't work for real.
Ah,
She bring out Monique come out, and everybody know how Monique cuss. So she cussed them people out and made them stand up for her. She did what she came to do. When she got done, her and baby girl was on the stage just talking, and everybody in the back kept saying, Miss Arkansas, she ain't gonna bring you back out. So I felt like if these people back here feel that way, those people out there gotta feel that way.
Right.
So when I tell y'all I walked out there and them people treated me like I was Whitney Houston or somebody, started clapping, screaming, and hollering and everything for me. And all she could say to me was, Miss Arkansas, I didn't appreciate you not allowing me to bring you back out properly. And I looked at her and I said, Monique, I said, what's that about me walking out? I said, I did that in Chicago, California, Las Vegas. I said, you upset because you had to cuss those people out and make them stand up. And all I did was walked out and they stood up. And when I tell y'all she wrote my name wrong on that check and filled it up under
She said Miss Atchison.
and tried to leave me,
SAW.
and tried to leave me in New York. She told her people to be in the lobby at 3:30 that morning. My friend Miss Ann had drove from Maryland to be there for me, and she was in my room. And I told her, I said, Miss Ann, you can check out at checkout time. I'm getting ready to get my bag and go down here and see what's going on. And the young lady said, I said, how I supposed to get back to the airport? She said, you don't have Uber or Lyft on your phone? I had to ask God to heal me because I had Uber and Lyft. I said, I got Uber, Lyft, or no cash. I said, she paid me in a check. So they telling her to come on. She said, well, I'm not going nowhere until you get in that Uber. And just so happened the Uber was sitting right outside. And that's how I got back to the airport. But I love how our God work. She got rid of me that Thursday. Las Vegas got rid of her that Friday. And they went through there like a tornado and took all her pictures down. And I didn't have nothing to do with that. I just felt what God said is true. He said, touch not my anointed one and do my prophets no harm.
Let's go. Let's go. So, hey, everybody, we're talking with Miss Arkansas. She's funny. All right.
And like I said, that went down. I still wish nothing but the best for her, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, keep it pushing, right? I mean, you know, that's not going to be
like a season or just a little paragraph or a sentence or something in the book.
Even that period. Boop.
That one little moment would not define you, okay? Tanisha
That's
says,
right.
come through, sister. Most definitely come through.
Hey, that's like Ricky Smiley. Shout out to Ricky. 2007, I did a show with him at a place called the Firewater. When I tell you it was over 10,000 people there, and I got a standing ovation, and all that didn't stand was either disabled or drunk.
So my brother was there, huh?
He talked about what he was going to do for me. And when he saw how those people responded to me, I never did hear nothing else from him.
Wow.
Ricky?
And come on now. That's why I always say it ain't what man going to do for me. It's what God going to do for me.
But you know what, Miss Arkansas, you know what? All of those experiences, that just tells me you good. You good. It's coming. It's coming.
Right.
But see, go back to you knowing your worth too. So I mean, hey, if you were sleeping on me, you were sleeping on me. That's your fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had that moment, Miss Arkansas, to see like, okay, to say, I'm sorry, you know, you was hating on me back then, but you know, look at me now. All right. So but I would never tell anybody that. Like I said, you let your actions speak, you know, your brand.
You don't have to say anything.
And you know what? That's just like about a week ago, I went to first of all, shout out to Broadway Joe here in Arkansas. I helped him gave out food at the community center. And once we got done, I told another radio personality guy that I want a ticket to see Kevin Richardson. And Broadway Joe's like, I got you. And then he gave me a call and he said, Bobby Brown, that's a big promoter out here, said, Bobby Brown want to speak to you. Now, let me tell you about him. I was at another event and I didn't have a VIP band on, and he treated me like I was nobody. He was just being a butthole. But I didn't act like that with him. And then he eventually saw me do a show. And after the show, he came running after me, him and his wife. He said, honey, get this picture. He wanted a picture with me. And when I spoke with him that day on the phone, he brought that up and apologized. And I told him, I said, you know what, sir? I said, I ain't tripping. I said, it was funny to me. I said, and I'm glad you calling now because everything is God's timing. And he's the one that put the show together, the Kevin Richardson show. And not only did he give me 2 tickets, he gave me 2 VIP gold tickets.
Wow.
And how God worked. A young man that was singing in one of the bands at the show, you know, I talk to everybody. So good thing I did. He inboxed me the other day. He on a show August the 3rd. And he told me the young lady was looking for a comedian. He said, and I told her about you. And he said, give her a call and text me and text the number. And I called the young lady, and she actually done sent me a deposit to perform on August the 3rd with him.
Nice.
You got to treat right, man. Treat them like you want to be treated.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, don't burn no bridges, you know.
That's
and
right.
No crab in no bucket, you know. I might be one in there, but you better believe I'm the one they keep trying to pull down in there.
That's when you know. That's when you know you're making it, okay? Because people are trying to hold you back. That's when you know you're making it.
Right.
Miss Arkansas, she's a funny lady, okay? And in one of her performances, she went in about the, you know, she didn't go in, but she got the church people out the way first. All right.
She always get the church people first.
Got the church people out the way. Okay, let's check her out right quick.
Push you down. They did this lady like that. She got up and threw her cane away, said she can walk. It was a young man standing in line waiting to be prayed for. He said, son, you believe in God? He said, yes, sir. You believe he can heal you? Yes, sir. Son, what do you need prayer for today? That young man to my hearing, he said, put your hands on your ears and let me pray for you. He blew on him and pushed him down. That young man got up. He said, son, how's your hearing now? That boy said, sir, I won't know till I go to court Tuesday. He prayed for the wrong hearing, y'all. 2 more for the church people, then I really don't have any more. But it was this one guy, y'all, he get drunk all the time, but he make it to church. He said, Pastor, I want to be baptized. Pastor said, come to church, son, I'm going to baptize you. He got drunk, but he made it to church. He went staggering up to that water. Pastor put him in there. He said, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Brought him up, said, you see Jesus? That drunk said, no. He put him back in the water. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Brought him up, said, you see Jesus? That drunk said, no. He did it the 3rd time. Held him down there so long, I almost drowned him. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Brought him up, say, you see Jesus? That drunk said, you show you up under there. And the last one for the church people that's watching out in the TV land, it was this one preacher looked like James Brown, so everywhere he go, them women's come running. James Brown, James Brown. He getting mad. I ain't no James Brown. He did a real big convention. Here the women's come again. James Brown, James Brown. I ain't no James Brown. He went up to his room, a lady got in there some kind of way. She laying there looking all pretty. She said, James Brown. He was getting ready to say, I ain't no James Brown. He looked at her, he said, ow, I feel good.
That's Miss Arkansas, y'all.
Oh my goodness!
People out the way, you crazy. Tanisha says Miss Arkansas can sing.
Oh, I did a show Saturday in Forest City, Arkansas, and it was this one elderly man sitting there. And when I got done, he spoke with me because when I got done, before I put the mic up, I shared the goodness of God, what he done and doing for me. because I felt led. But he was thanking me for that. He said, you don't know that at least have one person out here in this audience tonight. And he said, thank you for the few you gave for us.
Let me ask you something, Ms. Arkansas. So in that clip, that front row was nothing but white people.
They went to the college and got those little kids. That was a comedy special on Comedy Cube. And so shout out to Comedy Cube. They did like 100 comedians. And right now I got like 25,000. So I'm hoping to get 125,000 views. But that was a comedy special in Los Angeles.
But does
no,
it?
them little kids, I think they were more tripping off of the looks and stuff. It'd be like that. But like I say, them youngsters, they didn't really know what I was talking about, especially the white kids. But that's the audience they had. My comedy is mainly for grown people. But if you pay, I could do a show for the kids.
Now, if you pay me, I'll do a show for I was going to say midgets. I can't say that. I said
no.
I just said it. But if you pay me, I'll do a comedy show in front of a
pretty much
whole
anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But what I won't do is get up there and talk stuff about God. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him, and I'm not gonna play the race card. And I feel people come to enjoy the show, not be the show. And if I did say something about you, you can laugh with everybody.
Well, that's good. That means you have morals. But Miss Arkansas, you're a giving person. You were gracious enough to open for DAG in 2021, I believe. Yeah, 2021. You opened for the Distinguished Authors Guild. And I came out, my husband and we came out and we saw you right here in Chicago, didn't we?
Yep.
At Riddles. Yes.
This child
so you getting around in these states, girl. You getting around.
Yeah, I'm excited to be in Edwin. That's how you pronounce it. Edwin. That's next to Houston, Texas. God say the same. I'll be there August the 4th. So I'm really excited about that one too. But yeah, you know, like I think it was about 5 or 6 months ago, I was on Southwest Airlines and I had on a mask that I had got from my good friend, comedian Monty Cruz. And it say comedy lifestyle. And the flight attendant asked me when I walked on, he said, what do that mean? And I said, well, one of my comedian friends sell these and I support him. I say, I'm a comedian too. He said, really? He said, would you like to do a little comedy for us a little later? I was like, sure. And we got above the clouds and got settled and stuff. They brought me my coffee. Here he come running. You ready? I said, man, finish my coffee first, like that. And he started laughing. And then after they picked up all the trash and stuff, he introduced me on the speaker and brought me up, and I did 5 minutes of clean comedy. And when I tell you, the children and the elders, everybody on that plane had their phone out videoing me.
Get out.
When I landed, I was standing outside waiting on my ride, and everybody that came out that baggage claim was like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Oh my Lord, can I get a picture with you? It was mind blowing. And that's why I tell people, if you ain't in your right mind, God will blow your mind.
So
well, you're international now then. You were above the clouds. Come on now.
That's interterrestrial. National. She didn't go out the country. Come on. That's coming.
She was in outer space.
That's coming. But how does that make you feel now? You know, people recognize you more. Like I said, a lot has happened in the year as far as I'm concerned, okay? But people recognize you more. People are booking you more. People are wanting to take pictures. How does that make you feel now?
Well, I just feel like my job is done. Not done, but it's done. And it feels good because at the end of the day, like when I do my comedy, it make me feel good because I see people laughing or smiling, and you never know what someone is going through. Even though the Apollo were big, that wasn't my biggest moment that day. My biggest moment was when we was taking pictures with those people. And I stopped taking pictures with like Monique and the other young lady. I started just taking pictures by myself with people. And the last young lady in that line, I was led to go say something to her. And I just started talking to her, you know, like I say, I love sharing the goodness of God, you know, because I know that's where my true help come from. So I was talking to that young lady, and she was like, can I get a picture with you? I said, sure, why not? And then I said, let me get one with you like that. And when I got back to my room, that young lady had inboxed me on Instagram. I screenshot it and saved it. She said, it was my intentions to commit suicide tonight until you spoke with me. I cried like a baby, y'all. I say, that's why God waited 30 years for me to come to that hollow. You know what I'm saying? To help that young lady. I was like, wow. I was like, you know, to hear that, and I ain't checked on her in a while, but now that I done brought it up, I'm gonna make sure I check on her. Yeah. But that just meant something to me. I done had people to say that they had just laid someone to rest that day and was talked into coming to the show, and then just being there to see me and get a picture and all that stuff, how that have truly helped them. I remember I was on an interview one time, and this man called in, and he was telling Mr. Michael, this man I did an interview with. Anyway, he was telling him that he was bedridden, hadn't got out the bed for a long time. He said he was looking at my comedy and kept looking at it, and you know, joy was coming back in him and stuff. And he was telling us how he finally had got out that bed and walked. Man, stuff like that, that's what keep me going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about what these people don't want to do. But knowing that God's light is shining in me and then letting other people get to know who he is, that's my real goal.
You did some morning shows with Michael Collier, didn't you?
Yeah, I was Michael host for a little while. You know, shout out to Michael. I call him sometime and talk to him about my comedy or some of the stuff I'm going through or been through or whatever. You know, I can still call him and talk to him, so I consider him like a mentor or whatever. Sometimes we talk, laugh, and I could call him right now and say, Mike, I want to be on the show tomorrow. And he'll put me on there. I don't have to wait on him to call me. I call him and tell him when I want to appear on there. So much love, Michael Collier.
Nice. That's what's up, man. So, but you know, now it's about you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's your time now. You're shining. You are shining.
You know, I should keep out, but at the same time, a lot of them fear me. You want to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They'll put in it. They could be right in my town on the show, and then me personally, I put my brother, I put other comedian friends of mine, I put anybody that's connected to me, whether they in town or out of town. I hit them up, put them on my shows. I don't feel threatened by none of them. I just want a good show for the people.
That's it. That's what it's about.
In town or about 30 miles from the town, they ain't gonna call on Miss Arkansas, but they sure gonna put one of them comedians up there that ain't funny as them or funny than them.
Most definitely. Gina, I don't know why, you know, Marcy, shout out to Marcy, shout out to Jeff. They're not on tonight. I don't know why Marcy text me and said, is there a life coach Jeff moment? You ain't on here. What you worried about it for? Anyway, Gina, bring us on.
It's that time again. Let's redirect, regroup, and refocus. Boom, boom.
Jeff coming to you with another 1 minute thought. Now, look here, for today's 1 minute thought, this is what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the fact that today I watched a video, okay, by the name of this chick. Her name is Sydney McLaughlin, and she's a 400-meter runner. She is a runner for the American team. She's ran in the Olympics, the whole nine, all this other stuff. Sydney McLaughlin set a new meet record for the particular meet that she was at on this particular day. And on top of that, she became the third fastest woman, American woman, to run a time under 49 seconds. She actually ran a 48.57 seconds. Now, the only reason why I'm bringing up running today, people, is because running is a sport where it takes an immense amount of training, an immense amount of skill and repetition and muscle memory, the whole nine. A lot of times, people, what we don't realize is that we are running a race in life. A lot of times we have to go ahead. There are certain things that we have to master. There are certain things that we have to get under our belt. There are certain things that we have to learn. But with everything, no, in order for her to achieve those three accomplishments, okay, in order for her to achieve these three accomplishments, what does she have to do? She had to put in some work, people. So I'm letting you know, for any race that you are running, for anything that you are looking at in front of you, just keep moving forward, because you might not be able to achieve that type of dominance or greatness that Sydney McLaughlin did, but you have to achieve some type of greatness and dominance that is representative of you, that looks like you and represents you. So go out and be great. Remember, this is your boy, Life Coach Jeff. Redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all. Peace out.
Wow.
That's the Life Coach Jeff. He got a podcast. He doing a lot of stuff. All right, y'all make sure you support him. Miss Arkansas, you know what? Because normally when we do the Life Coach moment, it's time for us to start wrapping up and getting ready to get out of here. And again, we never have enough time with you. But first of all, I want to thank you for coming to the show, because you just bring a spark of light, and you're the example of what we do on the show. We tell examples of people that have gone through something to get to something, and we like to celebrate that. We like to make sure that people hear that, even though I've had this happen to me and this and that, look at me now. Mm-hmm. Look at me now. You're doing it, girl.
A lot of people always ask me too, do I ever get nervous? Because a lot of big comedians, so-called big comedians, they'll tell them up-and-coming comedians, if you don't get nervous or get butterflies, you done got cocky, and they'll tell them all kind of crazy stuff. And so the up-and-comers, they always ask me, Miss Arkansas, do you ever get nervous? I said, yeah, when I think they ain't got my money.
I know that's right.
That's when you have to pull the strap out. Be like, hey, man, look, give me some money.
Yeah, and thank y'all.
Gotta have my money.
Right.
What'd you say, Mo?
Mo, you have no sound.
No, you don't.
I don't know what happened. He had it earlier.
I'm thinking he throwing up gang sounds. Oh, that's going on. What's up, bro? But Ms. Arkansas, we want you to continue to do what you're doing. Make people laugh. Continue to make people laugh, because again, we need this. We really need to laugh, especially the way the world is going right now. We need to laugh.
You're right. I can use it too, That's why a lot of
you're the vessel.
Laughing too.
You're the vessel, though. How is that? You got to do this to make us feel happy. Who makes you happy?
You know what? Like I say, and I always have to go back to the drawing board. Knowing God, the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's what makes me happy. And like I say, but I'll share this before I get off of here. And I was just talking to the state senator about that the other day, that even though I go all around the world making people laugh, it feels like an elephant have his feet on my chest. And that's because I'm still waiting on this pardon from the governor. And everybody talking about, she this and she that. But I keep telling them that the God I serve is bigger than her. And God don't do nothing. If he had the parole board to recommend this for me with merit, you know what I'm saying? It got to be done.
Well, make her laugh.
Yeah, and make her laugh. I'm going to make her do more than laugh if she laugh. No, I'm joking. But I keep her in prayer and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't had the honor of meeting her yet, but I believe she's going to do right by me.
It's going to happen.
Because God gave me favor, and I'm sure he'll give it to her, me to her.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We are more.
Thank y'all so much for having me on here.
Oh, we love when you come on.
We are more than thrilled to have you on the show, man. But
Y'all follow me on Instagram, Miss Arkansas Comedy, not Comedienne Ms. Arkansas. I got that one hacked. You know, a lot of people say my page got hacked. No, I got it hacked. Negro told me he was sending me some money, and I believed him.
Never, ever.
can't do it, man. We love you, girl. Look, before we get out of here, if there's some young women, even some young people that are trying to break into this comedy game, what advice would you give them?
I would just tell them don't bow, don't bend, wait. The key to it is waiting. You know, like 30 years to me is like 30 seconds to God. And mama used to always say, God's timing ain't our timing. So no matter how you're doing it or how long you've been doing it, it might just not be your time. That don't mean it ain't gonna happen for you. So just stay focused and don't sell your soul.
We heard that before, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, don't sell your soul.
She probably wanted to say it last year. Mo, you gonna say something?
He can't. We don't hear you, Mo.
But you talk, and I'll say what you saying.
I don't know how you gonna do that.
That's easy. Watch. Go ahead, Mo. Oh, now you're gonna freeze up on us. All right, Gina, you want to go ahead?
Man, I like it.
Ms. Arkansas, go ahead. Come on, sit your ass down. You ain't. Come on.
Stop. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Ms. Arkansas. I know the ups and downs you've been through. Even most recently with some family stuff going on, I had to call my sister to make sure she was okay. But you always keep a smile on your face. You always stay positive, even in your adversities. You still had positive words for me when I called you to lift you up. You was lifting me up.
Wow.
Just keep that personality, because that's what I know Miss Arkansas for. You know, if I saw anything different, I'd be like, that's not Miss Arkansas. But
Right.
you always bring that laughter, that humor, that pleasantry, and that's what we love about you.
Wow. And you know what, sister, before I go, quick praise report. My grandbaby, the one that was shot, they were saying at first she was gonna need another hour, whatever. But she said, Grandma, they said my nerve in it is dead. And I told her, I said, if God can raise a person from the dead, he can raise a nerve from the dead.
Yeah, it's easy.
Gotta trust God. So now she went to the doctor. They prescribing her some glasses. They gonna do the surgery in about 2 or 3 more months from now. But the doctor told her he don't believe she gonna need another eye. So nobody but
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. So that's a praise report.
Hey, appreciate that praise report. BG Howard, final comment for tonight. For certain, he will do what he will, when he will, however he will. In short, it's about his will, not what we want.
That's right, BG.
Most definitely. Hey, y'all, if you're in the Las Vegas area, real talk, y'all got to go see Miss Arkansas. She got her own show. It's Miss Arkansas and Friends. Right?
Vegas no more.
Huh?
He is not in Vegas.
What?
It's Arkansas in Arkansas.
It says Las Vegas right there.
No, I had my own show at City Light. Shout out to Jimmy J. He had me.
Am I late on this?
City Light, and then he had another location. He had me doing comedy. But yes, no, I be doing Miss Arkansas and Friends Summer everywhere. But since I've been back home in Arkansas, I did it twice at the Ritz Civic Center in Blytheville, Arkansas.
You know what?
Yes.
This says the 21st of April. What the hell is wrong with me?
I knew you couldn't resist doing a joke. I knew it. But
y'all got it self-muted.
Hey, but look, y'all go back to the 21st of April, okay? And y'all go see Miss Arkansas.
Even Quincy had to laugh at you. That's your friend Quincy.
Right.
Hey, Quincy.
August 4th, they can catch me at Elgin, Texas, August the 4th.
Woo. Yeah,
right.
that's where Miss Arkansas gonna be at. All right,
And if
that's
they doing
that
it, they can catch me in their town.
She everywhere. She's everywhere.
BB said I'm real slow.
But that's good looking out. No,
Everybody a comedian.
Yeah, I just wanted to
you know
show.
what, Greg? The reason I left Vegas like a little over a year ago. I put everything a fit in my car and drove 21 hours, me and the good Lord. And a lot of people say, how you gonna leave Las Vegas to go back to Arkansas? I told them I'd rather go home than be homeless.
There you go.
And since I've been home, God have blessed me with my own place. And like I say, I drove my own car here. And hey, it's all well in my life.
I just wanted to show you a picture. Because you look really nice in that picture, okay? Hey, man, and also shout out to Quincy Trent, man. He had his premiere Weapons of Warfare yesterday, man. It was huge, all right, man.
Awesome.
It was huge.
Quincy.
Quincy doing his thing, man. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, man, but hey, I'm at the next one. Matter of fact, we have to do lunch one time, okay? Miss Arkansas, when you in the Chicagoland area or Michigan, come through. Let me know you're there.
Yes.
We got.
I'm there.
We got it. We got it. We got to do it.
I'll get up some of them in Chicago because I can drive there.
Let's go, man. You know we love you, Miss Arkansas. We celebrate you.
Yes.
We celebrate you.
Yeah, man.
Most definitely, man. This is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all support every single thing this lady does, all right?
That's right.
Or else. All right, we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.